Hello, this is Joe Pryor of the virtual real estate team in Oklahoma City. On this part of the investment series, I want to talk about a very simple four-letter word. It's called risk. Anytime you put your money out on any investment, there's risk involved. You know, I talked about, I think in a previous video or possibly one earlier, where I invested on a rumor in a stock. I ended up losing about 50% of my investment. You know, some of the rumor turned out to be true, but some of it didn't. And so, you know, it's kind of a problem when you don't know what you're doing and you're going, well, you know, this sounds really good, you know, but there's risk involved when you basically buy something because somebody tells you to do it. You need a lot of detail in terms of why should I be doing this? And so in investment real estate, when I deal with an investor, I want them to know as much as possible about what they are getting themselves into. Now, I promise you this, I've been at a lot of seminars, both ones that I've spoken to investors and one that I've listened to, and there's a term that I absolutely detest when I hear people say, well, you really need to invest in this, it's a no-brainer. You know, as if, oh, well, you know, it's easy, there's no risk involved, you're just gonna make money hand over fist. Well, what no-brainer means to me is you're not using your brain. So you need to make informed decisions about what you're doing. I'll give you an example of what I think about risk. To me, one of the biggest risks is one you may not expect. It's putting your money in a bank. You know, now I know you got to have money in the bank, but you know, you're going, well, I'm going to put it in a CD and I'm going to make 1.5% or 2% on my CD. You know, to me, there's also risk involved in that for a couple of reasons. What if inflation is running at 3%? Well, right there alone, your money is worth less every year because you're not even keeping up with the inflation rate. So that's not necessarily good. Plus, you're paying taxes on that 1.5% or 2% investment, so it gets even worse. So we need to really think about what risk means. Now, when it comes to the stock market, I hope you have a good advisor, one that's trustworthy, one that's not going to get you in risky investments. I know when I talk to the person that we deal with, she basically asked me the question, what is the risk level you want? You know, is it low, is it medium, it's high? So what I want is low risk assessment. So that's one of the reasons I invest in real estate, because I work on basic fundamentals in Oklahoma City of investing in real estate based on statistics. In other words, rent projections that come back in 5 years of data. Information about the back end of the neighborhood. In other words, I want to know if there's 500 homes in that neighborhood, is there 100 investment properties? You know, if there's 20% or something of that number of investment properties, I know the risk. The risk is there's too many in there and there's a downward pressure on rents. And so there's risk involved. So maybe because everybody's going there is not necessarily the good idea. So what we do with investment real estate is, number one, we inform you in every possible way that we can. What is the value in relationship to others? What is the demand in that market? Is it amenities? Is it schools? Is it access to highways? Whatever it happens to be, a combination of ingredients. That's extremely important to us. We're going to inform you about that. Oklahoma City is a conservative market. And anytime you put your money out on anything, you need to talk to the person about risk. And if somebody says, hey, don't worry, it's a no-brainer, run as fast as you can. There's risk to everything that you do. It needs to be explained to you. This is Joe Pryor of the virtual real estate team in Oklahoma City, where we deliver traditional real estate values at the speed of technology.